I had a Sony TV, which I loved, and I didn't want to get rid of it, but it was like, it was 1080p or 780. It was
time.
old. It was time to do it, and I donated it, which was nice because Sony's a great brand. But I bought my Q60, and I got to tell you, it's one of the best decisions I ever made. It is so much better as far as picture quality and all that. Not because Sony is a lesser brand, but because so much has happened in the 10 years since I bought that TV. So many different technologies have gotten better and better. This is the Q70. So this is the later generation, all right? It's our first airing. It is brand new.
Right.
It's the #1 brand of TV in the world for 19 years.
Yep.
Has been Samsung. We're not talking about thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions. We're talking about billions of color shade options. 4K. So my Sony was 1K. The one I have now, I believe my Q60 is a 4K.
It is 4K. Yeah.
And I will tell you, my son comes in, he's like, Dad, that TV is ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. Anyway, I love it. This is the later generation. I have 4 sizes that you can pick from. I have a 55, I have the 65, I have a 75, and I have an 85.
Awesome.
If you want the 55, I got 12 left, all right?
Of the 60?
There's 150 total of every size. Wow. That's all I have. I've got VIP financing on all of them. If you want to get the biggest TV that I am presenting, 85-inch, on your HSN credit card, $149.99 per month for 18 months, no interest. If you want, if you want to get the 55, it's $55 a month for 18 months, no interest. So if you want a big TV and you want the latest and greatest in this Q class from Samsung, pull the trigger on this guy because I do not have a lot to go around, Bill.
No, this is really quick because Samsung does sell itself because right out of the gate, you don't get a more recognizable name brand in televisions or award-winning. Samsung is #1, not just in terms of TV sold, but customer satisfaction. Worldwide, for the last, we track it on a 2-year cycle, but they've won the award for the last 19 years.
Yeah, it's been a
so
while.
as technology's evolved, as we've gone from high definition to 4K, as we've streamed more, as our houses have gotten smarter, Samsung has remained the #1 TV manufacturer. So you can't go wrong with that. Guy got the Q60. That is one of the most popular ones we've offered at the network. This is the Q70. So it's actually a little step up above. It's a little tier above. So you are going to get a few more features, but you're always going to get those beautiful, rich colors. And I love how you broke it down, Guy, because it's billions of shades of color. I don't know if you can notice in that last picture when it had the blue sky, you're getting a slimmer bezel on this television. So that means you have a less bulky plastic around the screen and it's more screen. Like, we're 2 grown men sitting in front of a 65-inch TV. It looks like all TV. So with this Q70, you're getting quantum dot processing, which is great. You're getting a quad-core processor, and that really comes down to your picture quality, your refresh rate, and also your downloading speeds. And why is that important? Think about it. The last time you upgraded your TV, were you streaming nearly as much? Did you still have cable? Do you know you could watch this TV completely cable-free?
Yeah, I know.
With all the streaming options and all the other stuff, even Samsung includes. Samsung includes over 300 free channels, so you don't even need that system to connect to. Going back quickly to the design element, one thing you'll notice right over there, which is actually, I have the Q70 at home, there are not 2 feet on this television. It's a 1 center pedestal.
Yeah.
So you know what I love about that, Guy? I just need a 24-inch bookshelf or desk, and I can have an 85-inch TV.
Isn't that awesome?
That is really
You
awesome.
could put it on one of our coffee tables that we're presenting.
That's just it. Because
Yeah.
normally, you get a larger and wider television, the feet get wider out.
Yeah.
It's one base right in the middle, which is just great to easily.
That's different than mine. Yeah.
And see, those little differences are another reason why Samsung's #1.
And I had to really, really adjust it to get the soundbar to fit
Right.
on mine because it has the legs on the side.
Right.
So that's another feature.
And it's still a very slim monitor, too. So this is that Q series. It's the Air Slim design, which means the bezel around it really disappears. The thickness of any of these televisions is 1 inch at its deepest. Oh, thank you, guys. That is so awesome. Couldn't have timed that out better. That's the thickness of the TV. Also, here's a nice upgrade. I don't know if we could pan towards the front of it, too. When you go from the 60 to the 70, you get a wider field of view. Where'd the TV go? 1 inch at its deepest.
Insane.
We joke that the remote is thicker than the television. So actually, see right there, as we're sitting off to the side, because you know you've got the corner of the couch, you get a better side view from these TVs too because of the rich picture quality. So Samsung does a few things a little different. With their QLED or QLED televisions, they have a dual LED process on the inside. So you see how your perfect example, do you see the dark with the light? There was the blue and the black. You're gonna get a more vivid distinction, better contrast ratio, so it's less muddled, but also you're gonna get more accurate colors and more vivid. And when you mentioned all the billions of shades of color, guy, you've heard of Pantone, right? The Pantone color company?
Yeah. Yep.
Pantone validates, picks a color of the year every year. This is the first television that they have ever given a Pantone validation to. So what you're gonna notice, I think we're gonna see some of the dual LED experience in here that gives you that billions of shades of color, that more accurate picture, more vibrant picture, which we all appreciate. Actually, you know what you all appreciate about this too? It is adaptive. The sound, the color,
Look at the difference
picture.
right there.
So that means, guys, you know, we set it up in the living room and it has big picture window, but then we move it down to the man cave, it will self-calibrate to always give you the best picture quality.
Yeah.
So you see the standard color of range, the standard range color right there? With at high definition, high dynamic range, HDR, it just pops. It is turned up. The picture quality is just perfect in terms of what you want. But this is just the picture quality. And the thing is, you have to think about it. Our TVs have evolved. We want picture quality, but now we are streaming, we are watching, we are enjoying more. So the picture behind us, I don't know if I can show you this, but we're dimmed down the light, so maybe we'll leave it on.
And the TV has shifted into a low light mode, which is amazing.
Which is energy efficient, but also makes it more cinematic.
Easier on the eyes, yep.
So the picture quality is there. The audio is great too, object tracking, but we have to think about this a step further. Because it's what it looks like when it's on. I'm gonna show you what the TV looks like when it's off, because it gives you ambient mode. But because more and more of us are streaming, you have to think of it this way. We have all of these great options. Yes, you have Netflix, but now I have Apple TV and Disney Plus. I have all these built-in options. I could download the QVC HSN Plus app.
I love it because it's looking at my TV. It is my TV.
Well, isn't that nice when you're familiar with it? Boom, boom, we're jumping around. This is what I meant about giving us free options. Samsung TV Plus, when they launched this app, they had about 150 free channels. Now, it's over 300 free channels, Spanish language channels, music channels. It's gonna load them up for us. Boom, there's Juliana if we want it. She's coming up next, I guess. Boom, come over here, see our favorites, see the huge library of stuff for the kids, for the home improvement fans. I mean, whatever you want, it's all over here for free. Samsung doesn't have to include free television. We just want it to look good, right? That's the Samsung difference that goes step above and beyond.
You don't even need cable.
You don't?
No.
And that's just it. You can stream with your Wi-Fi. You can get on
if you
antenna.
want, you can get Roku, you get a Fire Stick, you do any of that stuff.
Do you like to game? It has it has a gaming hub built in. And I'll be honest, guy, I'm not a big gamer in my house. My nephew is.
My son is.
But he comes over and he can play his games on my television without the clutter and the annoying fact that I have to have all this as well or make another purchase. But we were talking about how it looks like when it's turned off. Here's ambient mode.
This is
actually, your TV doesn't have all this, guy. This is the 70, remember, right?
Yeah.
So you can actually download different stuff. Here's some fun ones.
See, but I could put a picture in mine.
You can still do a picture.
Yeah.
You can, but this ambient mode has a few more features to it.
Oh, nice.
It's a little more well-rounded.
Great. You tell me that a year later.
A year later.
It's all right.
Hey, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah.
But ambient mode is great. Like, we're gonna turn off the TV. Company's coming over. I pick this one, right? Boom.
So
turn off the TV.
watch this.
Company's coming over. It can be a family photo. It could be a holiday scene. It could be something that just matches your decor.
It could be the Yule log.
It could be the Yule log.
Yep.
It's energy efficient, but more importantly, the TV's not taking away from your living space.
Right.
It's gonna add to it. So this is a new one I just downloaded, so it does take a second to download.
But what we're gonna see here, it turns your TV into a photo.
Right.
That doesn't tax the TV in any way, other than electrical. But it's not like you're not running things, right?
Well, Guy's TV just does photos.
What else can you?
So see?
What, you can do movement?
It's got a little movement to it. You can have a little bit of audio with it too sometimes. I picked that little aqua down there. Do you want me to go with that
So now I could do the fire. I could do the Yule log actually moving.
Exactly.
instead of a picture of the Yule log.
It's a little difference with going to the 70 series, which is great. So actually, see, I could pick the different tiles over here. Is there a pink? I wonder if there's a pink. There's not a pink, there's a purple.
But I could put still, like, you could put a picture of your grandkids or whatever you wanted up there.
And that's
just
just it.
leave it up there.
We can
because,
send a full-
because people don't want a big black X.
They don't want this.
No, they don't want this.
Yeah, and that's just it. You can totally pick what you want.
Pick
You have
something nice.
movement. Okay, here's a photo I took on vacation. I like to show this one off. Because, one, I'm proud of it. Two, it adds to the decor. We're in front of the 65-inch. Picture, it's matted. I don't know if
they put a mat on it.
Right? We can go wide, and you can see how it just adds to the decor.
Yeah, do that.
I like to show this difference too. Maybe I want to switch it. Maybe I want to go a little black and white or a little water. Oh, a little abstract, little pop. What's that, pop art?
Yeah.
And that's just it. You
And then
pick
look,
your
it's
mood.
just a picture on the wall.
It's fall if you'd like. I mean, you really can go with what you want. And Adam, Guy, this is when the TV is turned off. And that's really what's phenomenal about it.
You're not sucking power like you normally would.
One thing I want to show everyone, because we have very few. This is that 65-inch, and remember, with that Air Slim design, it has one base in the middle. It has that really slim bezel, so it's all picture quality. This 65-inch TV side to side is about 57 inches. And I don't know, can we do this real quick, Guy? I'm gonna ask for your help for a second. I want someone to see how big this 85-inch TV is. I'm going rogue. Okay. So, the 85-inch TV, this is what you're all gonna do, is 75 inches. So let's go 75 inches, 75 inches, 75 inches, boom. You want a really big TV?
We have one that's that wide.
You can go that wide if you'd like, and it still has that one center base in the middle.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about having, a 12-foot, I don't know how long this sideboard is.
Yeah.
But that's really where you get bang
And
for your buck.
and by the way, you can wall mount any of these as well.
And actually, Guy, I have the 85-inch Q70 in my one-bedroom apartment. I totally thought it was overkill. I was like, this is way too much.
I would have got it, but I didn't have a place to put it.
You'd be surprised.
But I've got a fireplace, and I'm like, it can't be
Take out the
bigger than my-
fireplace. Problem solved.
I'm gonna walk over to the
55?
We have the 55
Should we go
over
to that?
here. Yeah, I'll take a walk. If you guys follow us over, we'll go over here because I want to give you an idea. Because the one we just showed you is 65. This one is 55. To give you an idea, my TV that I bought was a 43-inch. And I should have got the one that's bigger. You got the remote. But still, look at this. Look at the size of this TV. I mean, this could be your perfect. This used to be the biggest size.
Right? I remember when I got my first big boy TV, it was a 55-inch.
We rented a TV at the bar I used to run. We'd rent like a 55 or a 60-inch TV.
And don't stop at what you used to have. Go bigger. My sister had a big TV above her fireplace with speakers on the side. When we finally took it down, it was a 50-inch television, and we were able to replace it close to a 65, 70-inch TV, because you see how thin these TVs are. But remember, it's not just a TV watching experience. When you jump into the computer aspect, in terms of what you want to stream, it's going to stream faster than your older television. Your older TV might be smart, but it's probably a lot slower because it's not the latest processor in terms of what you're getting with this quantum 4K processor. But also, this slim profile in an apartment also has that gaming hub built in, so you can play all those Xbox games. My nephew, full on, he plays his FIFA 23, he got it last Christmas. He can play it again at my house if he likes, or the Madden games, which is great. And then ambient mode as well.
Go to connected devices. I want to show you what I did. So I added a sound bar.
Right.
And I added a Blu-ray player.
Perfect.
That's where I find those.
Yep.
So if I want to leave TV and go to my Sony, it says Sony.
Exactly.
The TV recognizes all the devices. It took us 2 minutes to do that.
Right.
I loved it.
The setup is so simple, interacting with the TV. By the way, let's even talk about the setup and the remote control. This is another fun aspect.
Is that the solar one too?
This is the solar.
I have a solar remote.
People love to show this off.
Yeah,
It's a huge difference in upgrade. What is this?
Yeah.
This is the remote. They've simplified it, less buttons, nice small footprint, made of stuff coming out of the ocean, recycled plastics and stuff. But this was the game changer. No more batteries, no more in the middle of that. Why is this not working? Why is it not connected? It's powered up by, the light next to the bedside table or the window, or you can even plug it in like your phone, so you always have a nice charge. But they wanted to get the batteries out of the landfill. A nice little upgrade.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And top to bottom. All right, so if you want this TV on your HSN credit card, $54.99. If you want the 65, it's $72.22. If you want the 75, that's a big TV, still under $100 a month, $94.44. If you want the 85-inch, that's only $149.99 per month. And you pay that for 18 months. But you've got a TV you're probably going to have for 18 years.
Yep.
And it's the latest and greatest in all the features. I can't imagine adding more features. That's how fully featured this is, Bill.
Oh, there's more.
There's so much.
And that's really where you
crazy.
do enjoy the investment of what you're getting in this television, because you do invest in a TV. You're going to have it for a long time. Little upgrades that you might not think about, but it has 4 HDMI ports, which is important to plug into different devices. Has Bluetooth technology, so you can connect your gaming controller to the television. You can connect a set of earbuds if you want to listen privately, which actually I do a lot more often than I would think. Turn up a little bit of audio. I believe this one has audio playing on it. We'll find out in a second. Another thing which just reminded me, it has your voice assistant. Remember back in the day, you'd buy a device, it was Samsung, Apple, or whatever, you had to use their voice assistant. Now Samsung's evolved to, you can pick your voice assistant. You can use the Samsung one. You can use Alexa or Google, which is nice, so you're not limited. And then because you're jumping to the Q70, it even has the ability to hear your voice. You know how you have the pucks in your house and it'll hear you?
Yeah.
You can talk to your TV the same way and be like, Alexa, do something, and she'll hear you without needing the remote.
It takes all the work out of anything when it comes to your home entertainment. And if you haven't bought a new TV in a while, you'll be surprised how amazing the technology is. Like every day I'm learning something cool about my TV, and it's amazing. And I don't think I've even had my TV a full year, and I love it.
And that's where you have to think about it. The price per use, you get your money's worth.
Do you remember
out
how
of the TV.
expensive TVs were 10 years ago?
And I still watched it all the time.
I had a plasma TV about, 15 years ago. It was like $7 or $8 grand.
Yeah.
I only bought it because I had money back then. I was like, hey, I got some money. And I bought it. Well, actually, I knew a guy that was in the business, got me a good deal on it. That thing cost more money to run because it had fans in it, because it was a plasma TV. These are so energy efficient.
Yeah, and the thing is, energy efficiency matters because you are going to have it on often, which is great.
Yeah.
I want to play a little bit of audio for people because that Q symphonic sound gives you nice, rich quality. By the way, the audio is even adaptive to hit the environment in terms of, it's a big movie, it's a movie night, or it's a big open space. Let's bring up the volume. Even has object tracking. In this 1-inch thick panel of a television, it can track the motion going across the screen. You get drawn into this. And think about it. We just went through a rainstorm 20 minutes ago.
That's just TV sound, right?
That's just TV sound, right? And that's where, whether you're playing your game, watching your movie, you enjoy it.
Yeah, look at that.
You hear it all. And that's, again, what I like about it. And the ease of use does matter. So I'm gonna actually throw in some earbuds because I don't wanna bother anyone, they're asleep. I grab my earbuds. The connection process can be so simple. It recognizes your earbuds wirelessly, and the next thing you know, it's gonna ask if you wanna connect. You know what I like too, Guy? It has the ability, we're talking about growing with you. Right now, I'm not wearing a hearing aid, or I realized I was colorblind.
Really?
My TV was able to adapt. Isn't that a trip?
Was that the 70?
It was
Yes.
a 70. Your 60 could as well. But what, I think about it, you get it now, and now I'm wearing readers, but maybe you do need a hearing aid or you need to hear it. You can connect your hearing aid to the television.
Yeah, it's wild.
And normally when you connect headphones, you can't hear, but I can. You can actually have it pass through. So I can hear in my hearing aid, but the whole room can still hear it at normal volume.
I play my music off my TV.
Right.
I can do that. I have a Samsung soundbar too, so I can play it off that. I mean, it's amazing. Once you get a TV that's so smart, you don't have to be that smart.
No.
See, in the old days, I'm talking even 10 years ago, you had you get a remote control that was had 300 buttons on it, and you never knew how to use it. This one, look at this remote control. It's simple, easy. Accessing everything is easy. And there's nothing like a new TV, especially now, because we're going to come into fall.
Yeah.
All of our favorite movies, all your shows, football's going to start, baseball be in the playoffs, and you got a brand new.
Football's totally. People don't want to listen to the football game. Guess what? Of course, the music just stopped. I'm listening to the music right over here because my headphones are connected. So when that music starts up,
yeah, that's cool.
you're not missing any of the. What I do is actually I connect it in the morning.
People have hearing issues.
Yeah, I have the news on, and I'm still packing the dishwasher, making lunch, and doing all that kind of stuff. But I can actually see the visuals or realize, oh, now I got to look up and pay attention. But the fact that you have versatility in this beautiful, amazing picture is really what you appreciate. But remember, you're getting the #1 TV manufacturer out there, Samsung. So you can't go wrong with that. Then you get into the picture quality, amazing. You get into their smart hub experience. It has all the latest and greatest. I mean, you got the Peacock, which just had all the sports this summer. You have the Hulu. And the thing is, you know, my older television had this, but Guy, it was slow. And I didn't realize it was slow until I got a new TV
old
home.
TV.
And then Samsung giving us free content, which is phenomenal, doesn't have to give us free content. And then boom, actually you can see I have a plaid shirt on, that quality of that 4K technology. But all this free stuff, there's local, there's food, there's everything over here from, okay, Jamie Oliver, there's home design, there's
Oh, there's stuff that
Hoarders and
I've never even
dogs and-
heard of.